for Disease Control, more than 15 million Americans work full-time, night, evening, or rotating shifts. Shift workers include doctors, nurses, emergency medical personnel, pilots, police officers, and fast food workers, just to name a few. Approximately 2/3 of shift workers report falling asleep while on the job. The website for the UCLA Sleep Disorder Center gives examples of human errors caused by drowsiness, and two of those are the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and the Alaskan Exxon oil spills. Shift work causes changes in our body's internal clock, our circadian rhythm, thus affecting our overall health. Today I will discuss how the body's circadian rhythm works, changes that occur in our bodies, and methods we can help us stay awake and to sleep. First, let's start by discussing the body's internal clock. The body's internal clock is called the circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm refers to our body's 24-hour cycle. Authors Penny March and Lydia Uribe describe this cycle in their article called The Circadian Rhythm Sleep Disorder Shift Work Type. It regulates our hormones, hormone production, metabolism, brain waves, and vital signs. On a normal sleep schedule, our bodies produce melatonin at night that helps us sleep. And then for shift workers that sleep during the day, the light exposure causes a decrease in melatonin production. So this decrease causes a disruption in our sleep cycle. So next, let's look at the changes that occur in our bodies. A study performed by the University of Tampere in Finland found that a disruption of our sleep cycle causes many physical and psychological changes. Psychological changes are listed up here: fatigue, insomnia, irritability, and depression. These can lead to poor concentration, absenteeism, accidents and errors, injuries, and even fatalities. They can also cause strains in our personal relationships. Physical changes include an increased risk in gastrointestinal disease, diabetes, breast cancer, poor pregnancy outcomes such as miscarriages, and females have an increased mortality for being a night shift worker. According to the website for the American College of Emergency Physicians, shift workers are 8 times more likely to develop peptic ulcer disease. And those of us that work swing shifts have the same health risks as those who smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. Last, let's talk about techniques to help us stay awake and to help us sleep. So the UCLA Sleep Disorder Center website lists several techniques to help us with staying awake and to help us sleep. Staying awake, we can do stimulants such as caffeine, light therapy, exposure to artificial light approximately 15 to 30 minutes per night. Napping, they recommend 90 minutes prior to our shift and 15 to 20 minutes during our lunch break, if our employer allows. The work environment should be cool and bright lights. Go to sleep. We need to eat well, 3 regular meals per day, avoid greasy foods. We should not eat or drink alcohol 3 hours prior to going to bed, and we should be avoiding caffeine 4 hours prior to sleep. Night shift workers should also stay on the same sleep schedule when on their days off. We can use melatonin supplements, although they're safe to use, but research has shown little to no effects by taking melatonin. We can also wear dark glasses on the ride home. That helps limit light exposure. And, of course, we need to eliminate light and noise when we go to bed. In summary, shift work is hard on our bodies. Light exposure during our sleeping hours causes hormonal changes that affect us physically and psychologically. It can also cause safety issues for us while we're on the job. So hopefully following these techniques we discussed can help make our lives a little bit healthier and safer while working the night shift. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. What about an increased risk of mortality from those?
The study that I read up on, results, for the males, there's really not an increased risk, just for females, I'm not sure why though.
How does wearing dark glasses on the ride home help?
They said wearing dark glasses helps eliminate light exposure, and it just helps your brain start to shut down and get ready for bed. Anybody else? Michelle?
So, they recommend melatonin, but what about sleeping pill, are they recommended?
Actually, they're not. They say in the short term they work, but in the long term they can have worse effects, can cause increased insomnia.
What about exercise before, work?
Exercise before work?
Yeah, will that help you with your metabolism and help you stay awake longer?
I believe I did read something on that. Exercise it gets the blood flowing and blood flowing to the brain and just helps us be more alert. But they don't recommend it like right before going to bed, obviously. Okay.
So what do you think about the, accident that took place with the, actor and the driver that they said was up 24 hours prior, the truck driver for, Sam? He killed a person because they said he was sleeping. Well, he hadn't had any sleep prior to his shift. He's a truck driver.
I don't recall hearing anything about that, but I think they have some laws now for truck drivers, you know, that they have to sleep, you know, they can only drive for so many hours and.
Oh, yeah, the actor's name was Tracy Morgan.
Oh, the Tracy Morgan one, yeah, I heard about that